Welcome everyone, this is Gray Shirt Guy, rocking the gray shirt as always. I actually am wearing a gray shirt today. I got my friend Hilker over here. We're going to go through the dual deck, Blessed versus Cursed. He's using Cursed, I'm using Blessed. We're pretty much just going to play 3 rounds. I don't know how long the video is going to be. And we're just going to kind of talk about the game as we go through. And whether or not the cards are usable in Commander, or whether the decks are decent against each other. Just kind of play them, see how they are for new players, people who haven't played the game in a while. And I checked today, the current pricing for this set, if you still want to buy these, is $20. Is $19.99. And if you the most recent set that's out is was it Might and Magic, and that is $17.99. It's on discount because I guess they overprinted them. But since this one's out of print right now. And it was released, I think it was February 2016 when this one was released. And it's white blue and black blue. And Hilker over here is going to play black blue. So we're just going to kind of get into it. And yeah, let me just roll off, see what we got here. All right, so
15. All right.
Guess you're going first.
I'll go first.
We have some experience with both of these decks, but I haven't really played in the pre-constructed. Normally, I bought a couple and just took them apart. And then I didn't really use much of the cards in there. But you used, what, Mind Rack Demon at least? And I definitely know you used Topplegeist against me because it's a bullshit card, by the way.
I've used quite a few of these cards. So yeah, I'll hold on to this.
I'm gonna mulligan, and so the way we do house rules is we do the first mulligan's free. Primarily in our play group, we do Commander, Casual. We did a draft yesterday, but we don't have a store or anything, so we don't really deal with all the rules. So if things are banned, we still play with them, relatively speaking. Unless you're Sam, and then we just don't want to play any of his infinite bullshit combos.
And then everybody gangs up on him and takes him out the first round. So
that's pretty much how it works.
Yep. Good.
I didn't cut his deck. It's all pre-staged. Okay, I'll keep this one.
Alright. So got a swamp for the turn.
Alright.
Then go ahead.
Tranquil Cove comes into play tapped, and when it comes into the game 1 life. So let me grab this spare counters over here. So the Blessed and Cursed set comes with these 2 decks and some tokens. Since I think I had 3 of these total, it comes with a lot more tokens. I have a lot more tokens. It does come with zombie tokens, but I'm using Amonkhet zombie tokens just because I couldn't find my other tokens. So, yep. All right, go.
Great.
I don't like blue. Why am I playing blue?
Well, they're both blue, so.
Do you have a blue blacks? Better, I guess.
Put that down and gain a life. I think it's gonna be it for me.
Okay. And of course, my phone chimes. Perfect timing. Drop islands. And then I'm gonna tap for white. Moorland Inquisitor. It's a 2/2, and I can give it first strike for 3. So go.
Okay.
I would never play this in any deck other than this reloaded.
Tap here. Drop a swamp. Let's go ahead and do this.
So I feel like this is very human.
Alright, so the target opponent sacrifices a creature. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness.
Lame. I don't like that.
Alright. Go ahead.
Black, blue, board control. Turn 1. Play planes. Eldar Cathar, 2/2. When it dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. If that creature is human, put 2 1/1 counters on it instead. Go.
So let's do blue, black. Screeching Scab. When it enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. 1, 2, 2 lands. That's nice.
Yes.
And have 2 more. We'll go ahead and put out Butcher Ghoul, which has Undying. So when the creature dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it.
And I've actually seen this in your mono black commander deck, and it's utter bullshit.
It's a fun, easy blocker. Just go and use it for chump. There you go. Go ahead.
So it seems like these are a little slow at the start. Playing islands. I'm getting pretty good mana. 2, tap 3, bring out Captain of the Mist. Whenever another human enters the battlefield under your control, untap Captain of the Mist. And then I can pay colorless and a blue, tap it. You may tap or untap target permanent. Swing for 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna put 2 +1/+1 counters on Captain of the Mist. Alright, go.
Some additional cost to cast Makeshift Mauler, exile creature from your graveyard. So I'm exiling Screeching Scab.
Alright. Well, I have a 4/5, you have a 4/5. Is that it?
Go ahead.
Get out of it like this. This is terrible. Play a Tranquil Grove. Comes to play tapped to gain 1 life. Okay. Sweet almond cat, yeah. Pay 3, Butcher's Cleaver. I don't have the equip cost. But it'll get +3/+0, and as long as it's a human, it has lifelink. Go. I can see Butcher Cleaver working in a human commander deck. I would put it in a human commander deck.
Hey, it's our friend again. 1, 2.
Oh, there's something in your graveyard with flashback.
Sacrifice 3 creatures. Return target creature from your graveyard
to
the battlefield.
Could be useful.
5/5 Death Touch.
Yes. Harvester of Souls is in the graveyard. Oh wait, never mind. That could be really bad. No, you can bring Harvester of Souls right to the. Ooh, we got flying. Drake can block only creatures with flying. Okay, well that's annoying. Drop another Tranquil Grove. Gain 1 life. I'm gonna pay the 5. 4 over the pages. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Untap up to 2 lands. So I'm gonna untap these 2. And then discard a card. Just discard a plains. That's pretty nice. Go. Wow, enters the battlefield tapped.
Sir. Alright. So, sack These 3.
So you're using what card is that?
So this is for flashback of Dread Return.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sacking 3 creatures to return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay.
So bring Harvester of Souls to the battlefield. Then, since Butcher of Goals died,
Yep.
it comes back
With 1/1 counter.
1/1 counter on it.
That's annoying.
And Dread Return is exiled. And I will go ahead and attack for 2 killing.
All right. Well, I don't have anything with flying, so I'm gonna take 1 or take 2.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna move. Well, I don't think they can even. I don't even think they can see. Let me move this in. All right. Tap. Draw. Gonna throw down flames. 3. Tandem Lookout. I'm going to soul bound it to the Captain of the Mist. As long as Tandem Lookout is paired out with another creature, each of those creatures has, whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Well, see that happening anytime soon.
Okay.
Go. 2, 3.
Relentless Scabs. As an additional cost to cast Relentless Scabs, exile a creature card from your graveyard. So, Screeching Scabs again.
Before combat phase, I'm going to tap. I'm going to tap down your Drake.
Okay. And the Relentless Scabs has Undying as well.
You're going to attack me for
5, 9, 11.
11?
Yep.
Well, block the 5/5 with my lookout.
Okay.
So I take
6.
6. That's not good. Puts me at 15.
Go ahead.
My deck's so flat. Tap. This isn't looking too good. Playing Islands. Pay the 5. Increasing Devotion. Put 5/1 human creature tokens on the battlefield. It does have flashback. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So what's the flashback?
It's 9, and I put 10. Yeah.
Okay.
I made a wall.
And what are...
Huh?
Which mana are you at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
1 short. 1 short. I'm going to pay 3 to put the Butcher's Cleaver on the Captain of the Mist.
Okay.
To give him a +3/+0 and lifelink because he's also human.
Okay.
Then I'll attack with Captain of the Mist. So that's 4, 7. That's 7, 5 lifelink.
Okay. I'll
So I
block.
get a block. I still gain 7 life.
30%.
Oh, god damn it. So that puts me at 22.
Yeah, he's stronger now.
Yay! I'm not dead this turn. And I have a wall of chump blockers now. Alright, go. Oh, he's got more mana now. Oh, you know, when he died, did you draw a card? So whenever another non-token creature dies, you may draw a card.
No.
So you could draw a card. So you're attacking with all that jazz?
Yep.
Well, I'm definitely going to take the 2 from the Drake. And then I'm just going to sack 3 humans to block the other ones.
Okay.
So I take 2. That's it.
That's it.
There. Tap. pay that. Yep, I'm gonna pay that. Geist of the Saint Traft, which is the foil. Can you see this? Okay, so it's a foil card. Each one of these decks comes with a one foil mythic, and so it's 2/2 hexproof. Legendary creature Spirit Cleric. Whenever it attacks, put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying on the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Exile that token at the end of combat. So it's pretty sweet. Attack with my 7/4. No, my 7/5. Yeah, 7/5 life.
Okay, I'll block my 5/5.
Okay. No, my captain misdies. But my equipment stays. And I gain 7 life.
And I draw a card.
So this first game's definitely slower because I haven't played this deck in a while.
Okay.
Yep, I'm done. Oh, it's got hexproof.
So gain a life.
9.
2, 4. Mind Rack Demon.
Well, that's annoying.
So this is the foil mythic for this deck. Flying Trample. When Mind Rack Demon enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. And it has Delirium. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 4 life unless there are 4 or more card types among the cards in your graveyard. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see. We've got a land, we've got an instant, we've got a creature. So I have 3 card types right now.
Yes. My only hope is that my rank demon kills you.
So I'll go ahead and
You're just gonna swing out with
attack.
Too bad I can't equip at instant speed. That'd be nice. Well, I'm just gonna block the 2 largest ones. My 2 humans that remain. And I'll take 2, 4. Okay, so it puts me at 23. Alright, is that it? Yep. Untap. Draw. Tap that for white. 2 Elder Cathar. Go. Where's my wall? Where's my wall, Keelings? My wall's gone.
Kind of waiting for you to drop another land. I'm like, here's 10 more.
So it's beginning up here. You can take 4 life.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, another butcher ghoul. That's nice.
Indeed.
Well, that's a lot coming at me. I'm going to tap 3. I'll destroy the Mind Rack Demon. Destroy target attacking creature. And then I'm going to... Yeah, I'll block the Harvester of Souls, which when he dies puts a 1/1 counter on target creature, but since he's not a human, it only gets 1/1 and not two 1/1s. And then I'll take 6. So it puts me to 17. Okay. Did it? So annoying.
Finally got you back below 20 again.
I need more humans. That's not human. But that can make humans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So tapping 9 to play the flashback cost of increasing devotion. And that puts 10 human tokens on the battlefield. Which is silly because the set doesn't come with 10 human tokens if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which I guess most people would just put 1 token and then just put a 10 counter on it. But just for fun, I'm gonna just make a wall. Yeah, whatever. I'll swing, which when he attacks, it makes an angel that's also attacking. So you're getting a 3/3. He doesn't have the Butcher's Cleaver. You get a 3/3 and a 4/4 flyer coming at you.
Alright. So I'll block with the 2 Butcher Ghouls.
Okay.
So
they're all gonna trade, but then the one's gonna come back.
One's gonna come back, and I'll take 4
Take
damage
4 from there. Okay. So the angel disappears. My legendary creature dies, and then he swaps one of his ghouls.
Yep.
That was fun. Go.
So Haven Ghoul Maroon Binder. Human Wizard. It's got the ability 2 colorless, 1 blue, tap it, exile a creature card from your graveyard, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, then put a +1/+1 counter on each zombie creature you control.
Oh my god, I hate that card so much.
It's amazing.
Oh, because we got a zombie and a demon and a zombie and a zombie.
It was zombie. Yep.
You got a flying zombie.
Zombie. Zombie.
And you're attacking me for 2?
Zombie.
Okay. Alright, well, I don't have anything that can block it, so I'm going at 15. Is that it?
Yep, go ahead.
What am I going to do with my 9 mana? 6, Dearly Departed, 5/5 flyer. Spirits, as long as Dearly Departed is in your graveyard, each human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it.
That would have been nice a little while ago.
That would have been nice.
Yes.
That would have been really nice. And then I'm going to put the Butcher's Cleaver on one of these humans.
Okay.
Well, shit. I guess I'm just gonna swing out with all my humans. Yeah, sure, whatever. So we got a 4/1 lifelink, and the rest of them are just 1/1s. So that's 9, 10.
Okay.
That's 13 coming at you.
So here's your 4/1 lifelink.
All right.
And then 1 each.
Okay, so that's 3 more.
3 more.
Yep. So I gain 4 life. The life link. Those are at 19. And then you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take 6. Okay. Ready. Go. Yeah, Dearly Departed is pretty sweet. I would also use that in Human Travel. Commander.
So give 1 life. Let's go ahead and 3. Tap this guy. And
I think the only way I can win now is just Bum Rush.
go ahead and exile that guy.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to Bum Rush. So all your zombies you have one. Oh, so yeah, you only have 3 zombies. Okay. Don't you make a zombie?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's zombie. And then you can also get.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's annoying. Is that it?
Yep.
You're not going to attack?
Nope.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm going to pay 4. Slayer of the Wicked. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target werewolf, vampire, or zombie. I'm going to destroy your flying zombie there. And I'm going to pay the 3, throw the Butcher's Cleaver on Slayer of the Wicked, which gives him lifelink. Okay. He's a 16 now. And then I'll swing at you for 5 flying. And go.
So Ghoul Razor.
Mm-hmm.
When it enters the battlefield, return a zombie card at random from the graveyard to your hand.
Okay. So you just take all the zombie cards and then play them. You shuffle them and you place them face down. Only 3 zombies?
Yep.
Not the one you wanted.
Let's go ahead and tap this guy and exile. Dragon of the Dead. I'm at 6.
No, he's swinging out with everything. Oh, can't swing with those 2.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's annoying. I'm gonna block the Harvester of Souls with my 6/2 with lifelink, so they're both gonna die. And I gain 6, so I'm at 25. 25. And then I'm gonna block the zombie with a human, the other one with a human, and this one with a human. So that leaves me with these ones left. Okay. I didn't take any damage. Is that it? Yep. Draw. Play an island. Pay 3. Give dearly departed the Butcher's Cleaver. Make her an 8/5, and then I'm going to attack for a flying. Ha! And Bless wins. That's pretty scary. All right, so round 1 goes to the Bless side. Now we're going to. I don't know. I think if you had Delirium for your Mind Rack Demon, the whole time I had Eerie Interlude, exile any number of target creatures you control, and then return them, which I only would have used if you used a kill spell. It's the only time I ever used it. So I think the Butcher's Cleaver really helped me.
There's a kill spell.
Making a wall of humans twice, that helped me. Getting those flyers out there helped. Yeah, if I didn't have lifelink, I probably would have been dead.
That would have been the perfect answer.
Yeah, sever the bloodline. Pretty gross.
To your friggin' wall of humans.
All right, so I think what we're gonna do now is we're going to reshuffle up. We're gonna play a second game. I think actually what we're doing is we're gonna play the second and the third game, and then we'll come back after the last two, and we'll just talk about the decks because the round took a long time, and I don't know how long the next 2 rounds are gonna take. So I'm not gonna film the whole thing. We're just going to play the next 2 and just see how it rounds out. So, get back a bit. So, I figure I'd turn this back on because this is the third game we played. Round 2, I lost hardcore, super fast. And it looks like I was about to win round 3. And yeah, that looks like that's definitely not going to happen. You went from having no zombies to having all the zombies. And now he's got the Diagraph Captain, which gives other zombies +1/+1. And whenever a zombie dies, he loses target opponent loses 1 life, but his zombies are too strong, and I'm not pulling anything that I want, and I think he's just going to bum rush me, and he should probably be able to deal enough damage. And all of his, and he's using his Haven Goal Runebinder to make all of his zombies even stronger. That's what we got here. Yeah, so that's a 5/4. No. Because these get +1, so but that's 5. It's 5 flying, first strike, and that's 4/3. Yep. Well, I guess just to survive, I'm gonna block the Ghoul with my Angel. I'm gonna block the Mauler with my Bell Ringer.
So
you gain 3.
3.
And then I take 4. Puts me 3. Alright, so is that it?
You could have swung out.
Huh?
Could have swung out.
You could have.
Could have.
But you didn't.
Oh well.
You draw a card. Oh, it's the card that's definitely not going to save me. Doom Traveler dies. I put a 1/1 white spirit token into play. Ghost there.
Just to make it easier, we're going to leave all these things tapped and go ahead and start this whole process. We're going to exile another creature. So it's going to be 3.
So he's actually untapping this turn. He's just tapping him because he's just leaving him tapped because I know he's going to attack me with him. This isn't one of those shenanigans where I'm like, well, you don't untap those, you can't attack with them.
2.
I know what he's doing.
2.
He's just making him friggin' stronger.
2.
Press the advantage, make more zombies, and all the other zombies are even more powerful. This isn't even my final form.
Alright. That's it.
Well, I'm just going to block one of them, but I'm going to die before I hit my spirit token.
So I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's That's what do we got? 5? No, 4.
4.
4.
So
7.
5. No, 8.
8. So
3.
12.
5.
So 12 is 17.
6. And 5.
17, 23, 28.
So
28 zombies in like 3 turns, 28 damage. That's dumb. That's dumb. So yeah. Well, I would definitely say that while slow, once the zombies start, the human deck has a hard time countering it if it doesn't get like a wall of humans. I was pretty much garbage from the beginning when I sacked my Toppelgeist, because I had to sack 2 creatures. I wasn't really getting anything. I had a Mistraven in my hand for the longest time. It didn't have 2 islands. I mean, it wouldn't have like done a lot, but he exiled that one out of my hand. That was fun.
It slowed you down.
What's coming? What's the next 3 cards? Redeemer would have not helped a lot. That would have been okay.
Ooh, another zombie.
Ooh, Increasing Devotion. Do I even have enough mana to play
Another zombie.
I would have had enough mana to make a 5 wall, but wouldn't have helped. So yeah, I'd say that the decks themselves, for just casual play, for people that are starting out, I think the way the dual decks are designed, that they're really good for newcomers. There are definitely cards in there that work great in EDH. I mean, I know that you have cards in your commander deck that came from one of these. That are just bullshit. Yep. And for $20, knowing exactly what you get, you can look at the card list. Wizards always puts the card list out way in advance. There's definitely cards you can just be like, I want to use maybe these 4 or 5 cards. Sure, you can get them for singles from somebody, but if you're playing if you're going to play against somebody, these would be fine to teach somebody. I would definitely get it. I have dual decks. The reason why I haven't pieced these out is so I could just teach people to play that haven't ever played before. As far as would I buy these as someone who already knows how to play, only if there was specific cards in like specific reprints in them that I didn't want to buy a single of. That's the only reason why I would keep them. And maybe if the land art was something I wanted, but would I buy this as somebody? Would I buy these again? I don't think I would actually buy these as not a new player. But these are also kind of old. These ones came out early February of last year. So, but I definitely think fighting each other they're good. Yeah. Like there's parts where game 2, my lifelink kept me alive 6 to 7 turns longer than I should have, and I was just hanging on, and I got him down to like 6, but I just couldn't seal the deal. Yeah, and then this turn I just didn't. It was a little bit of mana, and then just not pulling good stuff.
Well, this round I had no creatures until
right at the end,
turn
6 or
4
7,
or 5.
Yeah, I was throwing little shit at him, and then it got bad. It got bad real quick. Yeah. So the one thing I don't like about the white-blue deck is it uses a lot of flicker, where you take things out and bring them back in. And there are cards in the deck that benefit from that, like gain 3 life every time it comes on the battlefield, things like that. But the cards are so few because dual decks don't have like a playset of 4 or a playset of normally whenever I have cards, it's like 3 copies of the same card or 4 in the deck. A lot of the cards are just like 1 or 2. So you want to flicker it, but it's already in your graveyard. And there's not a lot of bring back. There's a ton of bring back in the zombie. The zombies bring back things all the time, which is annoying.
I wish there would have been more
return
graveyard retrieval.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the biggest pain in the butts was I was weighing out Delirium with graveyard retrieval and trying to balance those two mechanics of getting stuff into my graveyard, but also I wanted to get stuff back out, and there wasn't enough stuff to get back out after getting those cards in there.
Which I was like, I kept constantly asking him if he had Delirium. It's like, quick, I want him to kill himself with his own Myrak Demon.
Yeah. Which
I kept killing the Myrak Demon whenever I could, but it doesn't really matter when a wall of zombies is coming at you.
No.
A 1/4/5 demon.
Especially when you make a flying zombie.
Yeah, that's horseshit, by the way.
A flying zombie.
A flying first strike zombie that gains life when it destroys a creature equal to that creature's toughness, which is garbage.
Very fun.
I'm pretty sure once the Diagraph Captain is out, if you can't destroy that right away, there's not a lot in the white deck that targets directly. It only targets if you're attacking, and normally you're not going to want to attack with your Diagraph Captain.
No. Yeah. The Diagraph Captain was sitting back.
You're not going to attack with your Captain or your Human Wizard, so... yeah.
The Diagraph Captain was going to be my last resort for some of your shenanigans.
Yeah. And I could have played Eerie... Well, there's only one point where I would have played Eerie Interlude, but I didn't have enough mana untapped to use it. And he just was like, I'm going to destroy your human. I think if I were to take cards from my collection for more modern sets, I would take some of the Flicker out, and I would go heavy on the tokens and put things in here that give... I'd put Always Watching from Shadows of Innistrad. Well, no, Always Watching is non-token creatures. So it would give my non-token creatures +1/+1 in Vigilance, but then I would look for stuff that gives my... that makes more tokens. Because there's a lot of stuff in here that makes tokens when it dies or makes 1/1 counters. Solemnity and Hour of Devastation would suck against this deck, so I wouldn't want to fight that. But again, Solemnity sucks in all decks. But like Increasing Devotion, if you had like Anointed Procession, you'd be like, I have 10, now I have 20. So I would put Anointed Procession in here. I'm trying to think what would I put in the zombie deck? Oh, I mean, there's...
So for this, really, there was a lot of creatures that didn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, yeah, the Harvester of Souls is nice. I mean, it's a 5/5 Death Touch, but it doesn't synergize with the rest of the zombies really well. Where if the entire idea was to have zombies, let's go zombies instead of this kind of half zombies, not zombies sort of mechanic. I do like having a little Runebringer making all your zombies really powerful, even though he's a human wizard. He does make sense with the zombie tribal, but and a couple other cards that I'd probably trade out for maybe like Lord of the Accursed or something like that to just basically make those zombies more powerful.
Yeah. Like, I think the Harvester of Souls is there for card draw more than anything. Because you do kill a lot of your own creatures in the process, which allows you to draw cards.
Right.
But I definitely wouldn't have more than maybe 2. If I was to keep Harvester of Souls in, I wouldn't have more than 2. Because he's not flying, which is annoying. If he was flying, he'd be more powerful.
Right.
And I think they were just trying to, with the dual decks, they don't want to put too much power in them. Because with the commander decks, what people will often do is they'll just buy them and take the really expensive cards out. Yeah. So, but other than that, I think these were all right, especially against each other. Against other decks, I don't think they would do very well. But against dual decks, they'd be fine. Now, if you were to take certain things out, and I'd say take maybe 20 to 30% of each of the decks out and put stuff that you wanted to put in there, I think you can play it and be pretty good casually against people. Obviously, if you're playing F&M and Standard, they're not Standard legal. They would be Modern legal, because all of the cards that, as far as I can tell, I haven't looked at every single card, but as far as I can tell, every card in the sets are Modern legal, because they're all after 8th edition. But other than that, yep, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Anything else? All right, cool. The next one I'm going to be doing, let me grab the next one. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it, so it might not be for a while. Next one I'm going to crack open is the Might and Mind, and we'll see how this one fares against each other. This one's pretty interesting. I'm not a big fan of the blue-red side, but it can get really gross real quick. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and see you next time. Also, on Monday's video, I said that we were going to get Theros next week, but we're actually getting Return to Ravnica next week. So that's just it. All right, bye.